DMFF here, and today I bring you my BLS Gaia Chaos deck. And this is really just a casual deck, a fun rogue deck to play. I don't recommend it on ladder. Could you get King of Games with it? Possibly. In the video upcoming, you're definitely going to see me beat some meta decks with this deck. But it's definitely more of a rogue and casual setting kind of deck. So, the namesake of the deck, BLS, Blackluster Soldier, Sacred Soldier. This is the main boss monster deck. If you don't know, when this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one of your banished light or dark monsters, and one card your opponent controls. Return the banished monster to your graveyard, and if you do, banish the monster your opponent controls, or the card your opponent controls. You can only activate this effect once per turn. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one level 7 or lower warrior-type monster in your graveyard, and add it to your hand. That's actually very useful in some situations in this deck. So how do we get this guy out? Well, firstly, we have Arisen, Gaia, the Fierce Knight, which comes from the Master of Chaos structure deck. And if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can normal summon it without tributing. And if it becomes tributed, we can special summon a BLS monster from our hand or graveyard. We can only use that once per turn. Second part with the rituals we don't even worry about. Then we also have a single copy of Charging Gaia the Fierce Knight. When tributed, can get our Blackluster Soldier into hand. Now, what are we going to do to tribute these? So we have two cards that we're running two copies of each that contribute. One of them being Turret Warrior, which can also be a huge boss monster. You can special summon this card by tributing one warrior-type monster, and if you do, it gains attack equal to the tributed monster's original attack. So it becomes a 3,500 off of our Gaias, and becomes, let's see, it's a 1,200. So it becomes a 4,200 off of our Blackluster Soldier. So it gets huge. Then the other card for tributing is Enemy Controller. Use the tribute portion to take control of their monster and do some dirty BLS plays at the same time. Or you can use it defensively, just to save your butt. This is the only defensive option in this deck, really. So that's our tribute options. We also have Valkyrian Knight, which is good for like a mid-game card. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target face-up warrior-type monsters for attacks, except Valkyrian Knight. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish one warrior-type monster and itself, then target one level 5 or higher warrior-type monster in your graveyard and special summon it. That's typically going to be your BLS. That's why it's a good mid-game card, because that's going to be when your BLS is in grave. Sometimes you can get away with an early play like that, because of the card Beginning of Heaven and Earth. Reveal 3 warrior-type monsters from your deck, including at least one BLS or Gaia, and have your opponent randomly pick one. If they pick a BLS or Gaia, add it to your hand and send everything else to the graveyard, or if they didn't, send them all to the graveyard. So when you activate this, if you don't have your AD changer in hand and it's in your deck somewhere, immediately pick that as one of your cards. That's a loop that you can do with BLS. You're going to want to activate this to change the battle position, and then get your BLS banish combo out, get your AD changer back in grave, you can activate AD changer again. It's a really nice loop that you can constantly do. Wonderful. Absolutely love it. So make sure you get that AD changer in there with the Beginning of Heaven and Earth. And finally, we have some key cards left, and then a single tech option that you can change out for anything that you would like. 2 copies here of Super Team Buddy Force Unite. Target one face-up monster on the field, special summon one monster from your hand or graveyard with the same type, but with a different original name. If it's destroyed in the spell and trap zone, you can set one from your deck. And there's a point where someone's going to destroy mine, I activate it, get the special summon, it gets destroyed, and then I get another one from my deck. super good card, especially for this deck. Comes in clutch. Then another clutch card that's a singleton is Tribute Burial. This card is amazing. It's absolutely stellar, and is disruptive, especially against Invoke. You cannot special summon for the rest of the turn, but once during this turn, you can conduct a tribute summon that requires 2 tributes by banishing 1 monster from each graveyard. So you get your BLS that way as well. Plus, you'll get an instant activation of his effect because you will banish one of your light or dark monsters that are in your graveyard. And that's the deck, guys. I really hope you enjoy it. It's super fun, runs the tie that binds for a little bit of extra damage. Here's the gameplay, guys. Hope you enjoy it.